Fiddler Gubby, Danny Boy here, and yes, it is that time again. It is Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas to one and all from me, to all the subs, all the people out there on the interwebs, the YouTubers, etc., modders, to all of you, Merry Christmas. Now, the last couple of days, there's been no videos, I believe, for Christmas Eve and Christmas Eve. That's because I am currently away. I am actually recording this on, today is the 10th of December. Now, I have actually been away for most of December. I just was able, because I knew about this trip for quite a long time, not this actual trip I'm away for Christmas and New Year. I didn't know about that until I got home from the previous trip. I was actually over in Baku in Azerbaijan, and then I was working over at an oil refinery just outside Bucharest in Romania, and then I got back and I was supposed to be home for Christmas and New Year, but one of the guys I work with, he just had a child, his first child, at the sort of midpoint of this year, and he was going to be stuck offshore for Christmas. So rather than have him be offshore, I decided to take his place so that he could spend his child's first Christmas at home. It's no big deal for me. I've worked Christmas and New Year many times before. It's really not an issue for me, because I am probably one of the biggest sort of Scrooge, bah humbug, Grinch you'll ever meet. Christmas ain't my thing, but I do appreciate that other people, for some time of the year, this is their best time of the year, and they love it. They get totally into the Christmas spirit, and I can deal with it. It's not a problem. It doesn't bother me. So I am currently away. I actually recorded this and put it on my work's laptop, and I'm going to upload it to YouTube on Christmas Day, providing the Wi-Fi and the oil rig I am working on does not sort of crap its pants. But I've been out there before, and the internet out there is normally quite decent, so we should be all good. Also, the food you get offshore on an oil rig for Christmas Day, their Christmas Day spread, is normally really good. A lot of rigs sort of go all out because they do understand that people are working away from home, away from their family at a time where they really want to be at home, so they do make an effort to make it really quite good. So, as I was saying before, I only managed to record videos up until Christmas Eve, the day before that, basically. And what was happening was I did get I think it was 4 days in between the trip I'm about to go on and when I go back from Romania, and I would have had to record something like 15 videos in 4 days. And if you notice the last couple of videos that I posted, some of the audio was off. There was no game audio in Transport Fever, there was no background audio on 2 Point Hospital, and I don't know what happened with Red Dead Redemption 2, but for some reason the game audio was 100 times louder than my microphone. And even splitting the tracks and trying to edit it with editing software, it was a total disaster. So I just thought, instead of going for quantity over quality, just to sort of shut it down, record the Christmas Day video, this video you guys are watching now, and record a sort of New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, just to say thank you to you guys and wish you guys a Merry Christmas, etc, etc. Obviously, if you're like me and you're away from home, away from your family, it does suck. I totally feel your pain. It was particularly hard when I told my mother that I was going to be away for Christmas, because unfortunately 3 close family members who would normally spend Christmas Day at my house actually passed away this year. So my sister is also working, my girlfriend is also working, they are both nurses, so they are working on Christmas Day. One of my brothers actually stays in Canada, so he is over there. So it's went from sort of a house where there would be about 12, 13 people for Christmas dinner to just now there's only going to be 3 of them. My mum, my stepdad, and my grandfather. So it hit her kind of hard. So I did feel kind of bad about that. Again, if you're someone who's lost someone this year and this is your first Christmas without them, my heart goes out to you. I know how that feels, and many people will have gone through that. Well, everyone will at some point. It's just one of those sort of crap things, but I do wish you a Merry Christmas nonetheless. So I'm currently on night shift. The last time I spent a Christmas offshore on night shift, I'd actually been away for like 4 weeks. I hadn't seen daylight in 4 weeks because it was just constantly dark. I was getting up to go on shift at night. It was dark. I was going to my room to sleep in the morning when it was still dark. So I sort of lost track of time, and it wasn't until I was working on Christmas Eve. I was so busy wrapped up in work, I went for a cigarette break, and a guy came into the smokers tea lounge and basically said Merry Christmas. And I was like, okay, and he's like, it's Christmas Day. Now I didn't even realise it had gone past 12 o'clock and it was Christmas morning. And about a couple of days later, when it was New Year, the same thing happened again. A guy came up to me and said Happy New Year and shook my hand, and I was like, excuse me? And he's like, yes, it's past 12 o'clock, it's now the 1st of January. I was like, Jesus. So sort of lost track of time. The same thing will probably happen here. I am unfortunately out in this rig by myself. There are 1 or 2 people I do know from the village I stay in back home, but they're on day shift, so I've only just sort of seen them in passing. But that's going to be it for this video. Merry Christmas. I wish everyone all the best. As I said, you people who are working, I feel for you, I really do. And hopefully you'll get some time at home with your family once whatever you're doing is finally over. I've got some plans for when I get home, so that'll be all good. It mainly involves consuming copious amounts of alcohol, so that'll be something to look forward to. But no, as always, Merry Christmas everybody. I've been Danny Boy, and I wish you all the best. Catch us later.